When working at the wet benches, a face shield and an additional pair of gloves are always required. Be sure to wear properly fitting gloves. Gloves that are too loose have an increased risk of chemical exposure. Chemical containers are located in the storage areas underneath the benches. Always label chemicals before dispensing, including the start and end times for your process. When not in use, cover your dish with a watch glass and push it to the back of the bench. Clean and dry the bench with cleanroom wipes after each use. When you are finished, dispose of wipes and your outer layer of gloves in the vented trash. Sinks are operated by the foot pedal on the floor. If any exposure occurs with the glove, it should be replaced immediately, regardless of the extent of the exposure. Only your samples, carriers, and tweezers should be brought into the wet bench. No foreign or personal objects are allowed in the wet bench. Pour only the appropriate amount of chemicals for your process. You should never fill a dish with more than 1 to 2 centimeters of fill level. When handling samples, grip the tweezers at the base and ensure only the tips of the tweezers make contact with the solution. Place tweezers down when agitating a solution. Do not aggressively agitate. Liquids should never splash or leave the glassware. Clean and dry your tweezers after each use to prevent contamination of chemicals to other samples or your own gloves. Excessive movements can put others at risk. Always be aware of your surroundings and move slowly when handling chemicals. Never put your head inside the wet bench. If you need to see your solution better, bring it to the front of the bench and lower the sash. When wearing poorly fitting or oversized gloves, the tips of the gloves may come into contact with the solution. To avoid this, ensure the gloves are pulled up all the way and fit tightly. Do not hold tweezers vertically when taking them out of the solution. The chemicals may drip down the handle onto your gloves. Do not continue to hold the tweezers while agitating the solution. Always place your tweezers down when you are not using them. Never fill a dish more than 1 to 2 centimeters during a process. Do not aggressively agitate the solution. Never touch your skin with your gloves, especially when working at the wet benches. You do not need to wear a lanyard when at the bench. Lanyards can easily come into contact with chemicals.